For this video, I wanted to show books that would be good for a little bit older toddlers and little kids. So I want to start out with this book. This has been a favorite of ours as well. This is the Flippy Floppy Jungle Animals. And there's other ones in this that are just like this type of book as well. We have ocean animals and some other ones. But this one is really fun because when you open it up, it has little flaps. And it says, can you find me? I'm hiding somewhere. And so the little kids can turn one flap, and then you turn the next one, and the next one, and then one more, until you get to the elephant. So this is just really fun. And we have had this book for well over a year, and the flaps are still in great shape, and this book has been well loved. So this is one of our favorites. So this is just a real cute book, a real great book that's interactive in the flaps and teaches lots of different animals, but the kids really enjoy as well. So this is the Flippy Floppy book. Another one that we've really enjoyed and that is relatively new is these different sounds books. And so this is the garden sounds. There's also a jungle sounds. These are great. I just really enjoy it with how lifelike the sounds are in here. It has little spots on each page that you press, and you can hear different spots of the garden. So there's so much on each page that you can see. And then between the sounds and the pictures, we have really enjoyed this book. And so just really fun. And the buttons on the page are good for little ones to also press, so they just really enjoy this book. This is the Garden Sounds book. Another one that I really like and that we enjoy too is some of the musical books. This is the first book about the orchestra, and this is really neat because it breaks down the orchestra into different sections, and again it has little buttons that I'll press for that type of instrument on each page. So you go and press the buttons, and it goes into the different instruments and what they're playing, and then it goes into all the different types until it gets to the very end, and the whole orchestra is playing, and you can hear the whole song playing together. So this is such a neat book. Really good on teaching music, the different types of instruments, and music and everything. So we really enjoy this book. This is the first book about the orchestra. So that's a great choice. Other good ones that we have, this is are the pop-up books. Here is the pop-up garden, and this one is so fun because this has books, this has different images that'll pop up on each page and then go back down. And so it asks questions. You're able to look through and see, this is how many bees can you see buzzing around the flowers, and can you spot a baby hedgehog? So ask questions, kind of a search around the garden area. Really fun book. This is the pop-up garden, and there's other ones just like this one as well. One of the best sellers for young kids all the way up to, I would say, about second grade or so is the Farmyard Tales. And this book is so great. This is another Stephen Cartwright book. And so this book has so many uses to it. You open it up, first of all, it has a CD. So it has the book on CD, so you're able to put the CD in and kids can follow along and hear the stories in the car, follow along maybe with the book as they're listening to it. And then the pages, they have it where it's broken up into real simple at the top, but the top makes a story, and then if you just read the top, so for little attention spans, for little kids, that's great. That's how we started out with this book, is just reading the top. Then as the attention span grows, you can add the top and the bottom, and read it to your little ones. as they start to read, and then they can just read the top as well. And then as their vocabulary expands and their reading skills expand too, they can read the top and bottom. So this book goes all the way from little toddlers all the way up to second grade, third grade or so. Great book. And I mentioned that it's a Stephen Cartwright book. And I don't know if you can see, I'll try to get close. He also, he has little ducks hidden on each page as well. So for little attention spans and even for greater ones, you can see here's the little duck down here. So just great books. And the little ducks make it fun for the little kids to find those on each page. Great book. This is a definite favorite. Another one, a series that's really fun is this My Very First, and they have Castle Book, Space Book, World Book, all different types, but just real fun, real informative books that show all different aspects of whatever the topic is. They're real thicker cardboard pages, which is really good for little kids, but lots of information. You can read as much or as little on each page depending on your child and their attention span, but just lots of good information about different topics. So I just wanted to highlight this series as well. This is the My Very First series. Another one of our favorites that we've had from about 18 months on to 18 months, 2 years old is this My Very First Book of Things to Spot. There's a few different ones. This is the at home. They have a My Very First Book of Things to Spot, and then My Very First Book of Things to Spot Out and About. And this book is just a book that has different pictures on each page. And it says, can you find the red car? Spot a robot. Find 2 striped socks. So you can just sit down, and this book is so much fun. And it's so fun for the kids to look. It's definitely, they learn a lot through it. You can teach a lot to them through it. So this is a great book. We've really enjoyed this one as well. Another series that's really good is the Big Books. This is the Big Book of Big Animals. There's all different ones in this series as well. This is just really fun because they have real life-like pictures in here. And then these books are big books because they're big. They fold out real big and to give lots of information here on the different topics. So this one goes out this way and it goes out even more. So you can see that they have just lots of fun information. Kids love it. Being able to search and just read and learn all different types of information. So this is the Big Books. There's lots of different topics for these as well. Another one, and this has become one of my new favorites, this one just came out, I just got it, I'd say maybe about a month ago, is this First Math Slide and See Subtracting. So you can tell on here, you start out, here's 5 carrots, and it says below 5, when you take away 5, you end up with 0. So real good, just to introduce basic math concepts. It goes through the book. It starts with 5 minus 1, and then it goes to 5 minus 2, minus 3, consecutively on each page. But this one is, there's 5 butterflies, and then take 1 away, so you just slide it over. 5 minus 1 is how many? 4. So just real cute to sit down and just to teach basic math concepts. Here's 4 little bees, and then 4, and you take away 1 is 3. So this is a great book. This one just came out too, so I was really excited to get this one. If you have any other questions, just let me know. Those are just